Sit up.
I have to sit up. Okay.
Yeah, you have to do the camera here. We get awfully close to too many states banning abortion altogether, no matter what the situation is. This is not a good thing because what if it's a victim of sexual abuse, or is it even worse, a teenager or adolescent that is a victim of sexual abuse or is life-threatening. The topic of this TED Talk is abortion, and this is relevant to all women and somewhat of men. All of what I'm going to say in this speech came from research. I believe that women should have the right to an abortion up until the embryo has a heartbeat. However, if the woman is a sexual abuse victim or is in danger of dying, then they should be allowed to get an abortion at any state of the baby's birthing process. My main point is that I want to cover is abortion should be legalized throughout all states, and men should have some say. If it will always be, but it will always be the woman's choice, because because then again it's always her body that's giving birth, not ours. First, I'm going to tell you about how abortion should be legalized in all 50 states, with guidelines implemented in it, and how suicidal rates are raised due to these banning. Abortion needs to stay legalized throughout 50 states for the women that do not give birth to the child. They don't want to give birth to the child growing inside them, especially if it's a victim that needs an abortion. The problem at hand here is that abortion is being banned by law in multiple states. The effect of this problem is that it raises the suicidal rate for women. Abortion bans have increased suicide rates for women from 4.0 to 5.7 in 2021, as you can see from this graph. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
My supporting evidence comes from a doctor in the medical profession named Dr. Dre, and her experiences. Suicide risk is mainly in some of her teenage patients who develop PTSD or suicidal ideation as a result of their pregnancies and make plans to commit suicide if they cannot obtain an abortion. For individuals who have become pregnant from the result of sexual abuse, then it rises. In El Salvador, the state's abortion ban has driven many pregnant women and girls to suicide. In 2024, suicide accounts for 57% of deaths of pregnant females ages 10 to 9 in El Salvador. It's a pretty bad thing that would happen. States that enact the law for banning abortion are not thinking about what happens to the baby of a sexual abuse victim once they have given birth. How many babies need to be abandoned or put into orphanages for them to know about this? Do you know?
No, I didn't realize that.
The effect of this problem is that it increases the abandoned babies rate. The evidence that I found is every year infants are illegally abandoned in the U.S. In 2021, 31 babies were placed in dumpsters, found in backpacks, and discarded in dangerous locations. 22 of these infants died. Lastly, I'm going to tell you about how at least the males of the relationship should at least have a sit-down conversation with their wives or girlfriends on if they should get an abortion or not, and how that helps them not veer into depression. If we were to the solution to this problem at hand I'm also going to tell you the solution to both things, and that is to legalize abortion with enabled guidelines. If we were to fully legalize abortion in all 50 states with applied rules to those rules would be you can only get an abortion within the 5 to 6 weeks of being pregnant due to having a heartbeat at week 6 to 7. Victims of a sexual abuse or abuse in general should be allowed to get an abortion at any time due to that person enacting a crime on them, or the woman is having life-threatening problems due to the birth. They should be allowed to get an abortion at any time. This is a picture of an abandoned baby at a porch. Nobody cares about this baby. We should all care about this baby. This should never happen. It's just wrong. To conclude my TED Talk, banning abortions can raise suicidal rates in the U.S. and increase the rate of baby abandonment and baby deaths due to the abandonment. The solution is just to legalize abortions with a set of rules and make it more socially accepted. We need to get this law passed as soon as possible. Women need to be heard on this specific topic, especially the women in the medical fields. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk about abortion. I hope this gets out there for the people to change this one-sided law. Are there any questions for me to answer?
No.
All right.
Thank you.